Howdy y'all, it's Seth and I am back with another one of these block rockin' beats. Do you remember that song? Oh my god, it was awful. Fortunately, it's been out of our head for 25 years and I just put it back in. Anyway, today I'm checking out the solar charger by GOODaaa. That's good AAA. It's a battery joke. I don't know. It's GOODaaa. It is the solar power bank. I'm going to open this up, and here's what I'm going to do. Tonight, I'm going to plug everything I own into it so I can drain it down to 0. And then tomorrow, I'm going to set it out in the sun and see how long it takes to get a full charge. And then after that, I'm going to plug my backup work cell phone into it. I'll work that down to 0 too, and see how long it takes to charge that back up to a reasonable, usable amount. Sound like a plan? Yeah, I thought so too. But first, let's open this up and see what it is. It is 36,000 mAh. Is that like, I know there's like volts and watts and ohms and all sorts of things. Is there like a, instead of me saying MAH, is there like a thing there? I know nothing about batteries or solar or energy. I'm very low energy. But seriously, is there a better way to pronounce that? Somebody tell me in the comments, because I don't know. This has 5 volt, 1 amp lightning charger, and then you have the USB-C, a micro USB, a lightning input, and a USB-A/USB-C input that all run 5 volt 2A, which I'm assuming is amps, and then we have solar charging input 5 volts 0.3A, 0.3 amps, I'm guessing. The first thing I noticed, oh, and it comes in like 5 different colors. We've got green, we've got red, we've got black, we've got blue, and I got orange because if you've been watching my channel for any bit of time, you know I like orange gear. The first thing I notice about this is it's kind of hefty. I've had a few of these before. I've bought a couple battery banks, not from GOODaaa. I've bought a couple battery banks before that felt like cheap pieces of plastic, like a drink coaster, and they worked about as well as a cheap piece of plastic. This weighs 15.4 ounces, so almost a pound. So it's probably not for ultralight backpacking, but for a good camping trip, if you're out in the woods, maybe a hunting trip or something, or whatever it is you do. Here it is, the PN-W22 36,000 mAh QI solar power bank. It does have a LED flashlight in it, which is nice too. I didn't know that when I picked it up. Basically, basic user's manual. We don't need that, do we? We might, nah, I don't think we're going to. And then it comes with, okay, it comes with a little clip so you can like loop it and then clip it to your gear, or clip it to your back porch so it doesn't fall off if you're just charging like I'm going to be all day in the sun on my back porch. And then it has a short USB-C to USB-C adapter. It's always nice when these things come with wires, but I'm gonna set this down and take this out of the sleeve. So pardon my dip. That wasn't that bad. All right. So here is this thing is beefy. Ooh, and this feels like there's some rubber and maybe a polymer. It's heavy duty compared to what you normally see. It doesn't feel like cheap plastic. But here's the solar face on this. Decent size on it. There is LED flashlights. I think both of them come on at the same time. We have a power button right there. Okay. Look at that. We have wireless right there. We have, is this a USB? Oh, they're labeled. Look at this. Out 1, out 2, out 3, in. So this is a lightning. This is nice because it's like all attached. Lightning, if you have an older generation iPhone or anything that takes the lightning cables. You have, is this USB-C right there, micro USB, and a USB in. Is this a full USB? Yeah. Right? Okay, yeah. USB in. So if you want to charge with USB for faster charging, you know, like a typical traditional battery bank, instead of using the solar, you get that. And then we have what's this on the end? Okay, we have even more options here. We have a full USB out. We have a USB-C and a lightning, maybe a lightning cable. It says in. That looks like a lightning cable. So I'm assuming, since this just says out and this says Type-C and this says in, that maybe both of these are inputs in addition to. So if you want to charge it faster with whatever you've got available, or maybe just if your phone offers reverse charging, you can do that too. As you can see, we get a little green light here because we are outdoors and we are picking up some sunlight. So we are actually charging, which is going to make this harder to run it down to 0 so that I can see how quickly it charges. We do have, okay, let's press the power button. Power button's on. 3 blue lights in addition to our charging light. I kind of like it. It's like dim, a little bit brighter, even brighter. So this came fully charged almost based on that information. So I'm going to really have to charge some things to work it down. I'm going to hook up everything I have so I can do that. Look at this. Wireless charging right there. So we're going to try that too. I have a Honda that's 2 years old, and it boasts about how awesome the wireless charging is, and nothing I ever put there charges for more than half a second. So I'm going to try 2 or 3 different wireless charging devices, because I'm not sure if it's my devices or my Honda, but we're going to try it here too. I'm not going to be horribly disappointed if it doesn't work, because quite often my devices just don't charge using wireless. But we're going to try it anyway and see how that goes. Also, I've got to turn the flashlight. Maybe I'll just leave the flashlight on all night. I assume it's press and hold. Yep, press and hold. Is there any options to dim? Or probably not. Press and hold. Yep, turns it on. What happens if I just press? Nothing. But this is, I mean, I'm shining it right in my face right now. This is not the brightest flashlight in the world, but this isn't particularly a flashlight anyway. So it's enough light if you're like digging through a tote at a campsite at night looking for your gear, but not enough light to dig through a tote at night looking for your gear and upsetting your neighbor. So I don't mind that. And again, that's just a bonus feature as far as I'm concerned. I am going to leave that on all night though to help drain this battery down, because I want to charge it up and see how long this takes to charge and how long it takes to charge up my phone. So we're going to do that. Stick around. Different outfit. It'll be a nice little outfit change and everything, because the next time you see me, it'll be a day or 2 from now. All right, I figured I'd step out of my driveway and into my office for the rest of this video. One of my offices. It doesn't suck. Anyway, here we go. The solar-powered battery bank from GOODaaa is, so far, good AF, if we're just being honest here. So we did have a problem, and the problem was I was trying to drain this battery bank all night long so that I could get it to 0 and see how long it takes to charge up, and I never got to 0. I had right here on the USB-C, I had my GoPro charging. It had 0 charge. Charged it up full to 100% this morning. I also left these little LED flashlights on. Come on, there we go. So that I could actually try to drain the battery faster. They were still on this morning. And I had my spare phone, my work phone that I never keep a charge on, charged up. And that didn't really drain the battery. In fact, this has been on and used all night long. I'm not sure if we're going to have too much sun here, but I still have 3 blue dots. And 3 blue dots mean I still have, like, near full power. This thing is absolutely awesome as far as how much battery I've gotten out of it so far. I'm going to keep trying to drain it. I've kept it face down so there was no charging. I kept it in my garage so the lights and everything else wouldn't bother me or anyone else. And I just kept going with this all night long, and still, it's got a lot of battery life left to it. So far, that's awesome. I do have another old phone kicking around that I don't use and nobody would trade in. It's a Google Pixel 6 here in my pocket. So what I'm going to do, it's about noon today. I am going to pull out the USB-C charge cable, and I'm going to plug this in, and hopefully, yep, you can see, I'm not sure how much glare you're getting. I've kind of got you stuck to my car window while I do this so I can get that shot, but we're going to see. It's turning on right now. We have 1% charging. It just says down the bottom. Let me unlock this. You can't see my secret code. I use it for everything. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's an old code, but it checks out. Spaceballs? Anybody? Okay. Anyway, so here we are. We've got like next to no battery. I should have done this ahead of time so I could actually like see if it's got a battery number, but you can see we got like no battery there. So no battery. We're going to charge this. I just turned it on with like 2%, 1% charging. I got the little message on the bottom that said 3 hours till full, but that's with a normal charger, like a wall charger. We're going to see how long this takes. It's just going to ride around the car with me while I work today. And I'm going to check it periodically and see how long it takes to get to 100%. So with that in mind, I'm going to bounce out of this office, which is far too beautiful to leave, hop in my car, and go find a few more offices, and then return home to my real office. But I'll just step aside. I mean, it doesn't suck. It really doesn't. Okay, yeah, for a work day, if this is what I got to be doing, I'm okay with that. So we're going to see how long this takes to charge. As far as the solar side of things, I could hold it up like this right now, and the little green light is on, and it is, we use that green light means charging the battery. This green light, where'd it go? Means charging devices. Oh, and the wireless charging, I set my iPhone on it last night, and yeah, perfect. It works. You got to line it up just right, just like everything else. But yeah, absolutely amazing. We're going to charge the phone. We're going to see how long it takes. And I'll be back from yet another undisclosed location to let you know how long it took to charge a phone from zero and my overall thoughts on this beefy, almost 1 pound battery bank. I think I call it a solar charger. It's so much more than that. It's a battery bank with solar options. So I'll see you at my next location. Come on. Maybe I should just drive there. All right, as you can see, it is now 1:10. We have been on the charger for 70 minutes. We are at 35%. We do not have battery saver on at all. No airplane mode. We are just charging regularly. So we are a third full in an hour. Oops, 36%. So I'm going to guess we're probably going to take about 3 hours for a full charge. Let's check back then. And we return to my driveway for the thrilling conclusion of how awesome is that GOODaaa battery bank with solar options and built-in wires, so you don't ever have to carry a bunch of cables and stuff with you. My conclusion, it's pretty awesome. Actually, I am a fan. I like it. So it charged up that phone in 2 hours and 58 minutes from pretty much 1% battery life to 99% because I didn't want to miss it. So I just kind of watched it like a hawk, and that's where we landed. Also, once I finished charging that, I threw my old DJI Osmo on it to charge up, and within about an hour, it finally died. So right out of the box, never charged it, didn't do anything. Right out of the box, I charged up a GoPro, a phone, half of a DJI Osmo, and I ran a flashlight for 7 hours. So I would say that's pretty good. I don't know if we had full battery because it's 3 lights that tell you what you're looking at. So we may have been hovering around 70 or 80% to begin with, which still hits the 3 lights. So now we're empty. I'm charging it back up. It's just starting to rain. Not going to get a whole lot of solar, although we do get UV rays through even if you can't see the sun, so it will charge. But I just plugged it in, and it looks like we're about halfway charged up using the USB plug, and we've been on there for about 2 hours. So I'm thinking 3 hours plugged in, full charge, probably a little longer for the solar. But this thing, I'm a fan. I like it. Great battery bank, great charging. The solar works, the wireless works. It's got the built-in cables, so you don't have to lug around a bunch of extra stuff. Flashlight, added bonus, but all things considered, I like it. this is a keeper for me. I'm going to start throwing it in my gear, and let's see, you know, maybe revisit it in 6 months and see if it continues to hold a charge or not, but I love it. If you want to check it out, I will link it below. The very first comment, I will put the price as of the date this video goes up, or the whatever, the when I started making the video. Price changes all the time on all of these things, so I don't like to put it in the video itself, but I will put a comment down below and I'll pin it so you can see that. A link to the product if you want to check it out for yourself. As for me, I'm out of here. And until we see each other again, thank you so much for watching, and happy trails. Oh yeah, in case you didn't know, I'm a socks guy.